In the depths of a cold, silent observatory on the outskirts of Earth, Dr. Elias Voss stared at the strange data streaming across his holographic screen. For weeks, an unknown signal had teased the edges of his instruments, faint and erratic, as though the cosmos itself were whispering secrets. Tonight, the whispers transformed into a song, a hauntingly beautiful sequence of harmonic frequencies interspersed with an unmistakable mathematical rhythm. Dr. Voss's heart raced. This was no natural phenomenon. It was a message. The lab hummed with activity as his team deciphered the signal. A kaleidoscope of alien symbols danced across their screens, each one a fragment of a desperate plea. Through sheer determination and their most advanced quantum translation algorithms, the message crystallized. Help us. Our star is dying. It came from a distant star system, nearly 100 light-years away, home to an advanced civilization called the Erythians. Though technologically superior, the Erythians had reached the limits of their logic-bound society. Creativity was an alien concept to them, a lost art in a world dominated by rigid efficiency. Now, as their star destabilized, they faced extinction, unable to conceive solutions beyond their program capabilities. The message spread like wildfire, capturing the imagination of humanity. Leaders, scientists, and thinkers gathered in a virtual summit to decide how to respond. While some questioned the risk, others saw an unprecedented opportunity to unite across cultures and species. In a unanimous vote, the world decided to act. Dr. Voss was placed at the helm of the mission to save an alien race. Earth's most creative minds, engineers, artists, philosophers, and even musicians, were brought together. Among them was Julian Cain, a talented artist and designer with a knack for visualizing complex concepts. His contributions were initially dismissed by some of the more analytically inclined team members, but his ability to translate abstract scientific ideas into actionable designs proved invaluable. Another key figure was Dr. Marcus Eddington, an unorthodox physicist whose daring theories often bordered on the fantastical. Together, this eclectic team was tasked with devising a way to stabilize the Erythian star using principles that melded science with imagination. For weeks, they brainstormed in a sprawling virtual environment that mirrored the dying star system. Ideas clashed and merged, each more daring than the last. Solar sails to redirect energy, magnetic fields to channel plasma, even speculative concepts involving gravitational wave manipulation. No idea was too wild. The Erythians, observing the humans' frenetic creativity, struggled to comprehend the chaotic brilliance of their approach. Julian Cain's vivid sketches of celestial dances, visual interpretations of gravitational harmonics, caught Dr. Voss's eye. One of Julian's drawings inspired a breakthrough, an interconnected web of solar collectors and energy relays, functioning like a cosmic symphony to redirect the star's destructive forces. The Erythians, though skeptical at first, began to adapt their technology to human designs, marveling at the boundless creativity they had long abandoned. The collaboration wasn't without friction. Cultural misunderstandings and technical setbacks threatened to derail the mission. The Erythians' precision clashed with humanity's improvisational style. Dr. Marcus Eddington, with his penchant for taking risks, often butted heads with the Erythian chief technician Narek 8, a by-the-book engineer. Yet, through shared effort and growing mutual respect, they overcame each challenge. The clock was ticking. The star's instability worsened, emitting deadly flares that threatened to engulf the system. In the tense nights leading up to the final operation, humanity and the Erythians shared more than technology. Stories were exchanged, tales of Earth's myths and legends, the struggles and triumphs that shaped human history. The Erythians, who had long dismissed storytelling as frivolous, began to see the power of narrative in uniting people, inspiring hope, and unlocking new perspectives. Some Erythians, inspired by these exchanges, even attempted their first stories, weaving mathematical precision with newfound imagination. In a pivotal moment, as the final pieces of the energy redirection system were being assembled, disaster struck. A critical component, a massive energy relay malfunctioned. The team was out of resources and time. Desperation filled the air. It was Julian Kane who spoke up, his voice trembling but firm. He suggested repurposing an unused Earthian structure nearby, a relic of their early attempts at interstellar communication. The structure's unique geometry made it a perfect substitute, but the idea was untested. With no alternatives, they took the risk. As they worked, time seemed to stretch and compress, every second a battle against the impending collapse of the Earthian star. Teams of engineers and artists melded their efforts, improvising solutions in real time. Julian's artwork served as a guide, his creative visualizations bridging the gap between scientific theory and practical application. The Earthians, once rigid and methodical, began to mirror humanity's adaptability, embracing the chaos of the moment. The final hours were a blur of frantic activity. The modified structure was integrated into the system, and the network was activated. A cascade of light and energy enveloped the dying star, stabilizing its core. The star pulsed once, twice, then settled into a steady rhythm. Against all odds, they had succeeded. The Earthians stood in awe of what had transpired. Their logical minds struggled to process how humanity's creativity had achieved what their rigid systems could not. In gratitude, they shared their knowledge and pledged to embrace imagination as a cornerstone of their culture. They invited humanity to establish a permanent embassy on their homeworld, a place for continued collaboration and shared dreams. The journey back to Earth was filled with reflection. Dr. Elias Voss found himself inspired by what he had witnessed, the melding of two civilizations to create something neither could have achieved alone. Julian Kane, now celebrated as a hero, continued to sketch, his art evolving with influences from the Earthian culture. Dr. Marcus Eddington, vindicated by the success of his daring theories, prepared to write the definitive account of the mission. The skies above seemed to hold a new promise. Humanity had rediscovered something profound about itself. In the face of insurmountable odds, it was the spark of imagination that had illuminated the path forward, proving that creativity was the universe's most powerful force. The stars, once silent, now seemed to hum with infinite possibilities, a testament to what could be achieved when minds and hearts united across the cosmos. And among those infinite possibilities, humanity and the Earthians stood side by side, ready to explore them all. Enjoying the story? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and support us with a like. Your support helps us create more amazing content. Thank you.